So hello everyone, this is part 2 for the watercolor tutorial. If you haven't seen like the first part, I really recommend it because this is like the same background, but I just keep on going with the techniques and the tools. So just click somewhere in the screen and just get to the part 1 to see how I achieved this first result. So I did some. I had a bit more stuff like after filming the first part because I didn't like the result, and also I've added way too much salt. So really be careful when you add salt to create textures, because if you add too much and if there is too much water or too much paint, it's like the salt won't absorb it, and the salt will like be stuck like kind of like as a prisoner in the painting, so it's going to be really hard to like rub it off. I really had to rub it off and like put water and really scrub the paper to kind of like removing the salt itself. So don't put too much. If you want to achieve nice textures with salt, I will try to do like another background tutorial with salt. I think you really need to put a tiny amount of paint and a tiny amount of salt and just like let it dry, remove the salt and maybe do it again, just don't put too much salt. So I've added a bit more, remove the salt, and then add a few paint again. You can see like there's a bit more pink here, and then I've added a bit more on this area, and I used the second tool, not the second, the third. Like this, there's the spray paint, there's the salt, and then there's the plastic wrap. So this is like a freezer bag. I just cut it. You can also use kitchen wrap. I think it's better to use kitchen wrap because it has a really kind of like an elastic stretching feature. So it's better because this is not like not stretching. So I don't know, like this is the first time that I use this, so I don't know the result. I would do it again with the kitchen wrap because it is better. So I've done this now, and I'm going to remove it. So when you do I will show you with kitchen wrap. I will just do it again because I think it doesn't really make results, and it's not even it is not even dry yet. But I'm lazy, so I will just remove it now. And by the way, like if you use a plastic bag, you can just remove it, wash it, and let it dry, and you can just use it again. So you see, like I create nice texture by moving it. So I will just do it this again with the kitchen wrap, so you can really see the different results. But before I do that, I wanted just to show you what texture I achieved by playing with only three things. I played with water, plain water in a spray, 2 colors in spray bottles. Just like you put water, you just take watercolor and put it inside until you achieve like a really like it has to be opaque. Like don't like if you just put a few drops of water of colors, they won't show on the because it is really dark, but when it dries, it is really lighter. So I used spray paints like this. I use a bit of salt to create those weird white spots. And also this is like this texture right here, those wavy thing. They were created by the salt. So if you don't use too much and if you don't have a lot of water, don't have a lot of paints, it will create beautiful results. On the top here there were too much paint, so that's why it didn't work. Then I also used a bit of the flicking machine, like when you grab colors on a thick brush and you just strip it like this, or just kind of flicking it to create some big spray paints like this. I also use like some kind of not dripping, but like kind of like let it flow on the side, so it makes lines, and then let it sit to make some bigger areas. So I guess like a few lines going on, and if you don't like them, you can always like take water and try to blend them, and just like they will be a bit smoother and kind of like erase it. Now we'll keep going on the background, and I will try to use a kitchen wrap again and create something all over the paper. So this is really important when you use this technique, to let it dry completely because if you don't wait, you won't have the result basically. So it's also important to not put too much paint, because if you put too much, the water is going to be really like prisoner under the kitchen wrap or plastic wrap, and it won't dry out, because you know there is no way you gonna like it as like it's kind of like it's stuck under into the plastic. So if there's too much, it won't dry, or like it will take a long time. So don't put too much also. Remember also that drawing gum thing. Like I want to use this right now, because if I lay like a bunch of colors all over this area, I will lost every white that is remaining here. I lost everything. So I really want to protect some part of the drawing. So this stuff is called drawing gum. You can find this, like this is the brand by PBO, but you can find this in many art store, art supply. Like Winsor, I think Winsor & Newton does one. I think there's a bunch of different brands that are using, like, are making those kind of products. So basically, it is called a liquid frisket, if en français gomme de réserve. And this thing basically is for masking. So basically, it's a removable liquid frisket for masking in watercolor and airbrush artworks, and dilute and cleanse with water. So basically, you're just spraying this or putting this or any kind of areas on the paper, and it's going to protect the paper from getting watercolors, because this thing, when it's dry, is hydrophobic, like it repels water and any kind of wet product, basically ink, watercolors. So it will protect your paper, but be careful with this thing, because it is drying really fast. Also, if you put too much, it will be really hard to remove, and it may remove the paper underneath. So just put a thin layer is enough, as long as it's like really smooth and precise. A really thin layer is going to protect your paper. It is really nice also to use when you have a sketch of something and you want to protect the sketch and work only the background. This is what I do in my other videos. When I have a sketch and I have trace it on the paper, I try to protect all around it and do the background, so I don't mess up the character, for example, or the subject. So right now I want to do just shake it a little bit. So when you use the drawing or liquid frisket, be sure to take a brush that you will not miss, or a brush that is like easy to wash basically. But take like a really cheap brush. This one. So when you use a brush with this thing, just like two things to do. Just like wet the brush, of course, and take the drawing gum and then use it very quickly. Then you have to wash your brush really well, because if you don't wait, it will clog up the brush and like kind of like a little sticky piece of the drawing thing, like this liquid frisket is going to dry out, and your brush is going to be really ruined. Also, you can protect, they say, I've seen this, you can protect your brush if you just wet it and use like a soap water. Just put this in a soap water and then use the drawing gum or the liquid frisket. But I don't like using this because it makes like I will have soap inside the bottle here, and I don't want this. So I'm going to wet my brush and take that liquid frisket. So I have this on my brush now, and I'm going to do that little flicking motion, because I want to like save a few whites in different areas, and it can be tricky to use, but trust me, you will see like the results, because I really want this to be like I really want to add a lot of color everywhere, but I want to be able to save a few whites. Sprinkle this everywhere. You can also use like a spray bottle if you have one, but I don't have one empty. So I'm also going to try to save a few white spots in some areas. Like I'm doing this really randomly, just to create a bit of textures and to protect it. because I don't want this to be ruined by all the colors that I will add on top. And you know, it's great to have like kind of like a brushy effect, because it will also create textures. This is the first time that I tried this technique. I didn't use the liquid Frisket on other artwork, but I think it is really nice. Maybe some like big flowing. I don't know if he's working with this product, but you know, just like have fun. Just going to make you this flow a bit until I feel like weird results. This is really random, you know. Just have fun with the tools you have. Repeat this process here because I really like when it's flowing, and make it like really dropping when you want. Draw lines, draw thing, weird stuff. It's okay to mess up. It's okay. Well, this is what I like this technique, because every time it's okay to mess up. This is the best way to tell. Like, if you mess up, you will still have really funny results. You can still use, like, if you don't like all the background, just like use a piece of it in another project. You know, just like have fun with this. Okay, let's clean this stuff. Now I'm going to let this completely dry, because if I don't wait, it's going, like, the product won't work. So it's better to let it really dry. So welcome back. It is finally dry. I think it took, like, I let it really sit for maybe 1 hour. In some areas it is a bit too thick, so I hope this will not mess the paper. So it is completely dry. Now you can put anything. It will not like ruin everything that is under this liquid Frisket, but don't put too much on top, because it's kind of hard to remove if it has a lot of watercolors on top. Try to save that sticky feeling, and don't put like all over it. Try to go just yeah, don't put too much on top of it. But I'm going to keep on with the blue, and be careful, like, not to like wait until it's clogged up, like, cause my like the thing that is spraying the paint is kind of like, it's a bit dirty and it's hard to press, so I'll probably have to wash it until I use it again, because it's really hard to use right now. But just like okay, so let's go, and I'm going to spray this almost everywhere. Okay, then I'm gonna use the pink on top, and you can already see, like, everywhere that has the liquid Frisket is repulsing the water. Okay, I will try not to put too much on this area, because I really like how it looks right now. Okay, and now I'm going to use a darker color from my Winsor & Newton painting. Just let me push it aside. Okay, so now I'm going to darken some areas, and I will try, and I will use a different technique, basically. I will just wet my brush and get the dark here, and take that gray paint. You can take any dark color. I really like I will stay in the same color family. Just get like a deep purple, dark blue. Add water, and I'm going to add this in random places, like just to have some areas a bit darker on the side. It is really random, you know. Just don't really care how it looks, because it will change when it dries. You know, it will spread. It will look really different. So whatever. Can add a bit of water. Dripping again. Spraying. Move it so it flows. in the other direction, and you can let it like really flow like this. Like when it, I really like when it drops down. You can, I'm going like a bit darker right here, and maybe add a deep purple on the top. A bit more pink. Because I really want like a really cold look. Is it like really a deep cold background, like no yellows, no. We kind of like I'm like, it's nice if you think of an idea before you start, like not like the idea of the drawing itself, but more like what mood do you want to have. There's like a dark gothic, a youth mood, like I want something like really bright or something dark. Just try to just focus a bit on the look that you want to achieve before you're working, and yeah, try not to mix too much colors. Like if I decide to put yellows in here, it's going to be really brown and ugly, so not use this. Try to really focus, add more pink here. And now what I want to do, while it is really wet, I will put a bunch of, like, I would put water to really, like, basically it's going to smooth out everything together. And now using the kitchen wrap or plastic wrap or anything like plastic thing, and I will put this all over the drawing and put it on your paper. You don't have like to cut it, you can just use it like this. So you can just leave it like that. It has already like some nice wrinkle effect. You can also move it if you want. Like really as you wish. You can make some round motions like this until it has a really like a kind of spiral look. But I really like how it turned out, because I want that like that forced lines. I really like when it has motions like this, really like nice angles and nice lines. So I would probably not move it too much, just a bit like here, because I really want to have a bit more of a round, like somewhere. I will add a bit more. You can just like take the plastic off and maybe add a bit more color, or just water if you want, just to create more lines. Bit of blue, and just put the paper again, let it sit like this. Okay, so this part is done. Now you have to really wait until it's completely dry. I will wait, like I will not touch this until like tomorrow or maybe like in 2 days. Just let it sit right here, and wait until it's completely dry. You can't really use a hairdryer with this, because if you use a hairdryer, it will move the colors and it won't do like that wrinkle effect that you want. You can't really touch it until it's dry, because if you move it and it's not dry, it will like, there's no wrinkle effect. I will just cut it because I want to keep that kitchen wrap away from the drawing. Okay, just cut it. And when it's dry, you can definitely use the kitchen wrap, like the same wrapping again. Just have to clean it and let it really dry completely, and maybe like roll it again on the kitchen wrap, or roll it on something like a piece of cardboard or whatever, because it is because you can use it again if you want. Okay, so this is it for this this second part of the tutorial of the watercolor backgrounds. I will see you in the part 3 and reveal to you the result of this, and we are going to keep on working on those backgrounds with different techniques and how to enhance everything. Bye bye guys!